Hello guys, today we are going to be looking at another lesson on the series we've been on for some time. We've been on surd for some time, and today we are going to be looking at square roots of surd. Now in our previous exposition we worked on how we could divide different kind of surds, and also before that very exposition we've done a couple on general stuffs and surd. So today we are going to be looking at how we could get the square root of various kinds of surd. Now before we go into this very exposition, in order for you to understand 100%, you need the knowledge of simultaneous equation. You have to know how to use substitution method to solve simultaneous equation. If you don't understand that, it will be very hard for you to understand what you're about to take. And also, you also need the basic knowledge of quadratic equation, how to solve quadratic equation using factorization method or using the formula method. So once you know these two major things I've mentioned, you are good to go to understand this very exposition. So note this, for getting the square root of various surds, these are the two major roots of the surd. So the root could be root A, that's root A plus root B, or root A minus root B. It could either be this root. So it could be this or this. So let's derive the formulas we are going to be using for this very exposition. So provided the roots are root A plus root B. Now most times I want to note something. Most times when it comes to the square root of surd, we deal with equal root. So if this is the root, if root A plus root B is the root of the surd, it means the other root also will also be root A plus root B. So this is what we have: root A plus root B square. So that will be root A plus root B. Don't forget, when it comes to surd, we mainly deal with identical root. Root A plus root B right away. That's what we have. Now if these are the root, let's expand quickly. So root A times root A will give us root A squared. So root A times root B will give us root AB. Then plus root B times root A will give us root AB. Root B times root B will give us root B squared. What do we have? Next thing is square root of A is A. Root AB plus root AB is 2 root AB. Square root of B, square root of B squared is B. So what do I have there? Just A plus B in bracket, then plus 2 root AB. That's the first thing we have. So there's the first formula, or there's the first, like I said, there's the first formula we're going to be using. So what if the other one is the root of the very surd given to us? It's one of the roots, I mean. If it is root A minus root B, that means it's going to be square of it. Don't forget that we talk about identical root here. So that will be root A minus root B. So what will it be? This root A minus root B, square of it, root A minus root B. So root A times root A will give us root A squared. Then root A times this, root AB. Root B times this, minus root AB. Minus and minus is plus. Root B squared. So square root of A squared is this A minus root AB minus root AB will give us minus 2 root AB, then plus B squared. So what do we have? Plus B, I beg your pardon. So that's A plus B minus 2 root AB. Okay guys, let's look at these examples. Now this is the first example. We are expected to get the square root of 5 minus 2 root 6. Square root of 5 minus 2 root 6. Don't forget that we derived two formulas already. This is A plus B plus A plus B in brackets, then plus 2 root AB. Now don't forget that this very formula came as a result of we having these two binomial surds, as a root. The root A plus root B. Raised by 2. We got the square of this root, and we got this. So why this other one? A plus B in bracket minus 2 root AB. They are almost the same thing. The difference is, provided it is addition that connects these two, then we're going to use this. Provided it is subtraction that connects these two, then we are going to use this. So as you can see, this very question, we are asked to get the square root of this. Get the square root of 5 minus 2 root 6. You have to get the square root of this. So which of the formulas are we going to use? We can use it because this one is addition. This is what we are going to use because this subtract or this subtraction. So 5 minus 2 root 6, this is what we're going to use. So it's going to be 5 minus 2 root 6 equals to AB minus 2 root AB. That's it. This more or less like this more or less like this. The square root of this. The square root of this will give us this. The square root of this will give us that over there. So square root of 5 minus 2 root 6 is equals to root a plus b in bracket minus 2 root ab. So we can decide to remove the root. The root takes out the other root. So that's 5 minus 2 root 6 equal to a plus b in bracket minus 2 root ab. So what do we have here? A plus b first will be this. A plus b is equals to 5. Equation 1. Then minus 2 root ab equals to minus 2 root 6. Minus takes out minus. 2 takes out 2. What do we have left? Root AB equals to 1 root 6. So root AB is equals to root 6. Root takes out root. What do we have? AB is equals to 6. Equation 2. And don't forget that we said if you don't understand simultaneous equation, you will not be able to understand what we're about to take. It will be very hard for you. So this time we used our knowledge of simultaneous equation substitution method to be precise to solve this very question. So a plus b equals to 5, equation 1. ab equal to 6, equation 2. So what do? We substitute this, we send this one to the other side. We end up having equation 3. So that's a equals to 5 minus b, equation 3. Okay, a plus b equal to 5, equation 1. ab equal to 6, equation 2. A equals to 5 minus b, equation 3. So what do? We're going to substitute in, or we're going to fix in the a equal to 5 minus b. That's equation 3. We're going to do that into equation 2. So ab equal to 6. What is a? A is 5 minus b. Please don't forget, you need the knowledge of simultaneous equation substitution method. That's what you're doing. You just substituted it in. A equal to 5 minus b has been put into this place. Instead of me to write my a, I've written my 5 minus b. Then times the b out here equals to 6. So we're going to open up the bracket. B times 5 is 5b. B times this minus b squared equals to 6. So collect our like tends to send this over. We send this one also over. So that will be b squared minus 5b plus 6 waiting here already equals to 0. So what do we do next? Now we're going to be using what we call the factorization method. So you think of two numbers that when you multiply them, you will get plus 6, and also when you add them together, you end up with minus 5. That is 2 and 3. Minus 2 and minus 3. So b and b here. Minus 2 minus 3 equal to 0. So that will be 2 or 3 when you equate them equal to 0. So we've got now a b here. So if b is 2 or 3, by the time you fix them into this place, a also will be, if b is 2, if b is 2, a will be 3. If b is 3, a will be 2. So a also is 3 or 2. So whichever one you want. Now don't forget the very question. The question was square root of 5 minus 2 root 6. That's a question we've been working on. Square root of 5 minus 2 root 6. So what would that be? That would give us, so if a is 3 or 2, or b is 2 or 3, so whichever one it is, don't forget the very formula. Don't forget the formula we used. We used root a. The formula we used was, we use square root of root a minus root b. This is what we use. We use the square root of root a minus root b squared. So what do we have? So a, so it's going to be a is 3 or 2, b is 2 or 3. So that will be, the answer will be root 3 minus root 2. That's the answer. This is the square root of this. So it means root 3 minus root 2 into 2 play word into 2 places. This is our final answer. If you multiply root 3 minus root 2 times root 3 minus root 2, you end up getting this. Or if you don't even want that, it could also be the other way around. Root 2 minus root 3 twice. So it could be root 2 minus root 3 in bracket times root 2 minus root 3. You will still get 5 minus 2 root 6. So this is how to get the square roots of surd. Okay, example 2. There's a second and final example we are asked to get the square root of 8 plus 2 root 15. Now this very one looks like this, 8 plus 2 root 15 square root. It looks very much like the square root of root a plus root b squared. That's what it looks like, very much like this, whereby we end up with that will be a plus 2 root 15 equals to a plus b. Why do we have to use it? Because we have to use it because this is positive, because this one is positive, they are the same. So a plus 2 root 15 will give us a plus b. By the time you expand this, you expand a, that's with a plus with b in bracket raised by 2, you end up with a plus b, then plus 2 root ab. That's what we end up with. So now we're going to just relate them. So first of all, that will be a plus b equals to 8, equation 1. We set. So 2 root ab equals to 2 root 15. 2 takes out 2. What do we have left? Root ab equals to root 15. Now what do we do next? This takes out this. ab is equals to 15. We have equation 2 already, the simultaneous equation. The next thing we're going to do now is to use the substitution method to solve it up. So that will be a equals to, we send this man over to the other side, the b, send the b to the other side. That will be a equals to 8 minus b, equation 3. We're almost there. So the next thing we're going to substitute equation 3 into equation 2. So ab equal to 15. A is 8 minus b. 8 minus b times the b equals to 15. Open up the bracket. 8b minus b squared equal to 15. Send this to the other side. That will be b squared minus 8b plus 15 equal to 0. This quadratic equation already. Formula method. Then you ask yourself a question. Factorization method, I mean, what are the two numbers you multiply that by the time you multiply them, you get plus 15, and when you combine them, you get minus 8. Those two numbers are minus 3 and minus 5. That would be minus 3 here and minus 5. So what would that be? That would be 3 or 5. So EB is 3 or 5. It means EB is 3. It means A is 5. EB is 5. It means A is 3. So right away, the square root of 8 plus 2 root 15 is equals to, as you can see what it is equals to square root of, you could pick any one of them, square root of root 5 plus root 3 into 2 places. So our final answer, as you can see, is root 5 plus root 3 twice, or root 3 plus root 5 twice. If you square this now, you will get 8 plus 2 root 15. If you square this, you also get 8 plus 2 root 15. So that's just it. So you square this, you get your final result. So that's that. Okay, it's time for our take home. Now we have two questions to test ourselves to see how much we've gotten from today's exposition. So the very first question is, we should get a square root of 7 plus 4 root 3. Let's get a square root of this. And the next one, the square root of 12 minus 5 root 6. So you have to leave your answers in the comment section for me to tell me how much you got from today's exposition. So at this very point in time, this is the end of today's lesson. So if you found this lesson resourceful, I want you to subscribe to this very channel and share this very lesson. See you in the next exposition. Thanks.